What's up YouTube? Today I decided to collab with a random viewer who happens to be a CapCut editor. You all know my opinion on CapCut, so let's get started. And by the way, I'm live streaming on Twitch. You can see the chat right here. If next time you want to join as well, make sure you check my Twitch link in the description. Let's go. Before I do my part, I have to look at what I'm working with. This is the part of the guy I'm collabing with, and I hope it's not that bad. I know that he's a CapCut editor. Let's see what he cooked up. My part apparently is the deep, okay? Let's see.
It's more like Soldier Doy, am I right?
Leave. This should have been you.
Okay, so this is gonna be my part. Okay, I like the audio. But high key, bro, I'm never gonna collab with a CapCut editor again. This is the last time. Bro, you made your part too long. My part is supposed to start like here. Why is there still your edit going on? Okay, let's start by let's just start by marking the beat drops. Alright, so I'm gonna need to find 11 clips for my part of the deep, who I never really edited before. I'm low-key kind of scared of the scene pack, but let's see. So let's get some. I need a good first scene. Oh my god, bro. I guess I'm gonna use, this is gonna be my first scene, bro. This is high-key tough. I didn't know the deep was so tough, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. I only have a season 1 and season 2 scene pack, by the way, okay? Let me know which scene pack is the best. Alright, upon consultation with my Twitch chat, I downloaded a season 5 scene pack, and also they told me not to watch the scene pack on stream, so I'm gonna be editing it in full cam until I find all of the clips. I don't know why I didn't watch the boys, but I will trust my Twitch chat on this one. Alright, so I found all of the scenes we want to use. There's some banger scenes in here, and I think it was for the better not to show it on stream, but all we gotta do now is center them into the middle, and then we're good to add our effects. Alright, before we pre-compose, I'm gonna mute all of the audios, and then we're gonna enable frame blending plus motion blur. Now we gotta pre-compose, and then we can add Twixter and Zooms chat. What do we do? Zoom in or zoom out? Or maybe reverse zooms? What you guys think? Let me know in the comments what we should do. First effect, obviously Twixter, and I think for this edit it would be better to go for like a medium Twixter, not too fast, not too slow. First of all, obviously we're gonna change all of the settings, and then I'm gonna put my first keyframe at 300%. Then in the middle I'm gonna go for 50%, and then at the end we're gonna go 300% again. Chat, my competition is a CapCut editor, okay? So it's not that deep. Get the reference because the deep, lol. All right, let's do something like this for the graph. I think I'm gonna do zoom outs, chat. We're gonna do zoom outs. Zoom outs go hard here. All right, so Z distance, we're gonna put it to 1, and then here we're gonna put it to, oh wait, my bad, not 1. Here we're gonna put 0.6. At the end, we're gonna put it to 1. So graph-wise, it's gonna be pretty simple. We're gonna put this one up and this one down. Center wire, I actually want it to be on his face, so I'm gonna move it to like 250, I guess. 255 should be fine. Chat, what you always have to watch out is that when you paste your effects, that they actually align with the clip, because otherwise your zooms will like be messed up and your Twixter will also not look good. As you can see right now, it doesn't line up, so I'm gonna select them, hold down Alt, and then just drag it until it fits with the end of my clip. And by the way, a lot of people don't know this, but if you hold down Shift while doing that, so when I paste the keyframes and I hold down Shift while dragging them, then they will snap onto place at the end of my clip, as you can see. All right, so we added all of the effects. Let's see what it looks like so far.
It's more like Soldier Doy, am I right?
Leave. This should have been you.
Okay. I like the clips, bro. The clips are low-key hard, bro. Transition-wise, I don't know what we should do, chat. Any ideas? I think I'm gonna do like a tin transition here. We're also gonna combine it with some shakes. But other than that, I think we can just put in some slides, so nothing too special. Okay, we have a lot of one frames in his part, though. Let's start by just making the shakes. So for the first one, I'm gonna make an S shake. Let's cut it somewhat like this. So I want it to be quite long. Holy voice crack. Like this. And then we're gonna search S_shake. I mean, if you're not making your shake transition with S_shake, I don't know what you're doing. We're going to set 0 for the amplitude at the start. Then we're going to go to 0.5. All right. And then we're going to copy the 0 keyframe to paste it at the end again. Now for the graph, I do like the shakes to be a bit exposed at the peak. So I'm going to keep that how it is. Just maybe adjust it a little bit by dragging it towards the center like this. And that way at the peak of the shake, it will still kind of be visible for a bit of a time. You know what I mean? The shake is tough. We're going to apply this to all of our clips. So right here, we're going to put one. And then after that, we're going to apply all of the other transitions because I'm going to use the shake as a base for every transition. Now we just have to add some more transitions. So first one, I'm thinking tint transition. That's basically my standards now. Okay, because I've been doing this in all of the other collabs as well. So we're going to do tint transition here. Tint transition is pretty simple. I use tritone instead of tint because it's just a smoother tint in my opinion. We're going to go, I want to go for like a color that fits the deep. So I would say like a dark blue. What are we thinking about this? Like an icy dark blue. I like that. And then we're going to put some God rays on there as well. Let's put the exposure a bit down because otherwise it will be too bright, like 500. And chromatic aberration I like to put up. So we get like this kind of, chromatic aberration look here. I think that fits the deep. And then I'm going to combine this with a halftone, but BCC halftone, like the clean one. Let's see. But I'm going to put the halftone above the tint so we don't get like this look from the rays. And then we're going to put the mix with original to like, I say 60. I'm going to have to put the HT scale a bit up. Maybe put that above the shake for now so I can see. So HT scale, I'm going to put to like 7.5, I think. Like this halftone, what do you guys think about that? All right. And I'm just going to copy the same animation that we put on our tint transition to the halftone one as well. So we get this kind of smooth fade in. You get what I'm saying, chat? And I like this. I think it's tough. Okay. So what I'm thinking now is because he has like a bunch of one frames that you can see like inverted one frames. We kind of want to also copy that style onto our edit, which is why for this transition I'm going to do like the split screen halftone, not halftone, I mean inverted transition, you know what I mean, chat? So I'm going to make an adjustment layer, which I'm going to cut for 2 frames, and then I'm going to apply the invert effect, just the normal one, but I want to do mine black and white. So I'm going to search black and white, so it kind of looks a bit darker, and then I'm going to apply curves as well and just tint that even darker so the contrast is a bit higher. And then I'm going to press S on my keyboard and just cut it in half, align it to the left side, and then for the next one I'm going to duplicate and align it to the right side, and so we get this transition. You guys get where I'm going to kind of implement his style into my part as well. And then we're going to put a little bit of a slide here. So let's do a S_blur curve slide. I'm going to put the shift value so it goes towards the right to like 200 because I don't want it to be too hard. Okay, we want a soft one that kind of pronounces our one frame transition a bit more. And then for the other side we're going to do the exact opposite. So here we want to start at -200, so it comes from the left side inwards. Yeah, I think it's tough. Yeah, that's cool. Here's, I think a ghost effect for this clip would be tough. Or maybe like a dark bluish tint again to kind of fit the style of the edit. Let's keep it how it is. We're going to set it to like 80. I'm going to put 101. Okay, and for the tint, what I'm going to do is S_edge detect. I'm going to drag that onto the ghost affected layer. And instead of here, I'm going to put the smoothness down to like 3. And then I'm going to put the threshold a bit up so we don't get these rough edges in like the wall and stuff. Then I'm going to search tritone to tint it again. And I say we go for like a bluish look similar to what we had in the tint transition, kind of like this. This is what I want it to look like. What you guys think? For the next one, I think we just add like a 1 frame transition, something between here, and then we'll see what we do from there on. Oh wait, I might have an idea how we can cook here. Wait, chat, let me cook. We're gonna cut out a rectangular mask like this, and then we're gonna center it with a proportional grid, and I'm gonna invert the whole thing. Now I'm going to duplicate, paste it here, and then I'm going to disable the invert effect. Let's see what that would look like. Yeah, I like that look. And then here we might add another tint transition for this next one, so we keep the kind of unity. Okay, let's copy these. And like I said, to kind of keep the unity in the edit, that's always, because I'm a bit artistic when it comes to that, I always like to keep like a certain system behind my edits. And that's why I want to recycle like this tinted transition we had at the beginning, so it doesn't just stand there by itself. And it's also because I'm fucking lazy, because that means I don't have to redo any transitions. I can just recycle the one we did before. Okay, let's take a look at what our part looks like all together. Okay, this is very tough. So this is where we are with the editing right now. This is the last effect I added. And because in the first one, we have this slide going from right to left. What I'm going to do now is I think I'm going to flip the whole thing around. So I'm going to slide down first, and then I'm going to go directional. So it kind of still has the same style, but there's a bit of variation in that. Does that make sense? All right, and because we're sliding downwards now instead of sideways, we're also going to switch this transition up. So instead of making it left first and then right side, we're going to do it up first and then downwards. And then for the following clip, we also want to slide, but to the left side. So again, you guys know how to make slides. We're going to use S_blur curves and create our slides, but this time to the left side. And now the editing gets pretty easy because we just have to copy and paste the effects we did at the beginning. So I'm going to paste my ghost effect. Of course, we're going to put the blending mode to screen, so it's nice and transparent. I also recommend copy and pasting rather than re-editing, because obviously if you re-edit, you get more practice, so there might be a benefit to that, but you're also at greater risk of messing up the values or the graphs, and then maybe the one transition looks completely different than the other, and you're kind of messing up the symmetry of the edit if that's something you take seriously. So I'm always going to copy and paste. Okay, so I added a few short details. Let's see what my part looks like now.
It's more like Soldier Doy. Am I right?
Leave. This should have been you.
Okay, I like that. Now we just have to do the outro and the watermark. Okay, outro will be something very simple. I'm just gonna add both of our names. Let's put it like this, and I'm gonna change the font to a better one, because what the fuck is this? Let's make it like this long, and we'll zoom it in from 100, from like 80% to like 100%. And I'll also apply some turbulent display, so it's kind of shaking around. Okay, now the most important step is gonna be adding a good color correction, because as you can see, adding good color correction will boost your quality immensely. And if you want to get my exact color correction that everyone in this chat is using, and that's just the best out there, make sure you check the link in the description. You can still save 70% till the end of this week. Yeah, we're done. We just have to render now. All right, so we finished the collab, and now I'm about to watch it for the first time. I couldn't pre-render it in After Effects because it kept like lagging, so I had to render it, and that was the first look I'm having at the finished result. Let's see what we got.
It's more like Soldier Doy. Am I right?
Leave. This should have been you.
Yo, this is low-key tough, okay? This is peak, bro. This is peak. Nishan just uploaded the collab to YouTube as well. I'll definitely link it in the description so you guys can watch it in full yourself. Make sure you tell me in the comments who you think carried. That is crazy, chat. That is crazy.